We are taught to control things in our life, and the beauty and the essence of magic actually shows up when you are willing to let go of the control and just simply show up. There is magic in you, there's magic in your presence, in you just showing up. That magic is immediately activated, and we forget about this. We forget how powerful we are. I was having a conversation with one of my clients this week and just reminding her that when you walk into a room, you actually start facilitating change. So taking yourself for granted and not living your life from that space of power, you are actually limiting everything in your life. I think just having gone through, all of us have experienced the same thing with COVID and, just different things. I think people are forgetting the power that you have, like the magic that you have. Like, you're not just placed on this planet as this simple being. You are an infinite being that has power, that can create anything, that can create so much change. We leave it up to the great people that you may have experienced in your history books, or maybe people but you are that person too. You are that person too, and you are here on this planet to facilitate that change. So if you're not stepping into the magic of you, if you are not creating your business from that space, you're really missing out. You're actually missing out on these deep elements that can create so much for you in your life. So again, these conversations go to so many different places. I am even amazed at myself. Like last time when I came on live, we literally went into 5 different conversations, 5 different topics. So I love to show up in this space. It is uncomfortable because I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to have a topic and I need to, know exactly what I'm talking about. But sometimes you trusting yourself, trusting that you already know, that you don't have to always be prepared, that within you, when you start to trust who you are, that also facilitates change. So let's talk about trust. Trust. Oh, yes, trust. I'm so glad this energy came up. Trust is key in life. In this life that we live, trust is key. Because there's so many things, like once you start living, you start to realize how much you actually can't control every single detail in your life. And a lot of what you desire to create requires trust. So look at where you have lost faith in yourself, because a lot of this is we always look outside of ourselves. We always look at other people. If this person does this, then I can trust them. Or if this person validates me and says that I'm good enough, that means I can actually trust myself. What if trust begins with you? And what if no one, because sometimes we want to fit in so badly, and if our path is so different from other people, then we don't trust that path. We think there's something wrong with it. Yet the difference is always in your brilliance. And what if you could start to trust you, no matter if your path is completely different? My journey in life, my journey in creation has been so different. Like it has been so different. And I've had to make difficult choices that most people would judge me for, like extremely judge me for. But I have committed to trusting me, to trusting my journey, to trusting my path, and not looking outside of myself. We've been trained to always look outside of ourselves, yet those whispers are speaking intimately and deeply to us every single day. But yet you are looking outside of you and hoping that someone is going to come and tell you, hey, this is the path that you should lead. Hey, this is your next step. This is what you should do in your business. Yet you have the gold. You have the gold. You have the gold. It can't be found outside of you. So start to come back home into you and start to trust that you know. Even if the path is different from everyone else's, you still trust. It doesn't matter if X, Y, and Z don't approve of what you're creating or choosing, but if you trust, if it's coming from within your own eternal wisdom and guidance, whatever that may look like for you, that is what you trust. That is what you trust. So stop looking and requiring other people to approve of your decisions and choices. And then you start to doubt and question, because every time you try to take that big leap or move into the next step, you're looking for the people around you to tell you what to do, yet the answer is found within you. The answers are found within you, in that space when you quieten your mind, when you are still, when you're actually listening to your own voice. And that is sometimes the disconnection where people are not confident in who they are. When did you stop trusting yourself? When did you learn that other people are greater than you seek information outside of yourself? And that's the space where you begin to allow other people to diminish you. This next topic. I'm loving how these topics are flowing because they're just like dropping. I'm like, okay, let's go there. Let's go there. So as a Black person, a person of color, we sometimes have to put labels on these things, but in essence, we're all infinite beings. We live in a reality where there is a lot of judgment, where you are judged based on the color of your skin, just based on the color of your skin. I was reading this amazing, actually I found someone on Instagram, she's a doctor, and she found this cure to cancer. And she found this way that, this whole process with cancer that has never existed before. And because of the color of her skin, that whole thing was diminished. And had it been someone else, she would have had the funding, she would have had, all these possibilities open up. So I want to talk about that because I think that this is very vital. Because yes, there are things that happen in this world, where people would judge you based on the color of your skin. Now, this is that space of trusting you. If you do not have that firm belief and knowing, you will let people stop you. Oh, hey, sis, I'm seeing all these folks jumping on, and here I am. I'm like, ooh, just talking. Good afternoon, y'all. Good afternoon. But yes, let's go back to this. Let's go back to this conversation. If you do not have a firm knowing and a firm trust, those things will stop you. Literally. When someone judges you based on the color of your skin and puts you down and tries to make you wrong, or people just look at you, that give you that look who the hell do you think you are? Now, if you buy into that person's reality, yes, you will feel diminished. Yes, you will feel less than. Yes, you will crumble. Yes, you will allow it to stop you and stop all the choices that you can create on this planet. It is so key that you know who you are, because if that shows up in your world, you're just like, cool, that has nothing to do with me. That has absolutely nothing to do with me. No one can stop you unless you allow them to. And the amazing thing is you have such great power within you to even change the energy of that. Literally, where you're like, okay, this is what has shown up. And as long as you're not buying it, as long as you're not taking it on, you actually change it. You actually change it. This is how this is all going to change when we are stepping up in our power, no longer believing these lies. These are literally lies that are, that are here to stop your progression, your growth. And to let someone else, like seriously, come on now, come on, let's just take a little pause here. To let someone else diminish you, to let someone else diminish you based on the color of your skin? Nah, sis. Nah, queen. Nah, king. No. And for those who project those energies, y'all need to look at yourself, because that's just crazy. That is crazy to create this segregation based on color. Come on now. Like, who the hell do you think you are? Like, seriously. To think that you're better? Okay. No, that's not how this reality works. Because all of this power, potency, magic, that cannot be defined. That's the thing we've forgotten. None of that can be defined. None of it can be defined. That means everyone has access. Everyone has access. That's a lie that has been told on this planet, that certain groups have this, that, and the other. And then they start to tap into that energy. But the truth is, we all have access. We all have access. And it is in our choosing, in this space, going back to this space of trusting you. Trusting your path. You will know exactly how to walk on this planet, how to be in this planet, and everything that is for you. There's no person that can ever stop that, as long as you are willing to step up in your potency and capacity. Yes, sis. Hey. Ooh. Yeah. This is like an interesting live. So we're just going to go with these energies that are popping up, because it's here for a reason. This message is here for a reason. So the moment you allow people to diminish you, whether it's in your job, whether it's in your business, if certain people aren't buying from you based on the color of your skin, hey, listen, there are 7 billion people on this planet. Let those folks go. Let those people go. Your path. I love saying this. Your path is ordered. Your steps are ordered. So all you do is you show up in your power without diminishing yourself, and trusting yourself, trusting that you have everything that you require. Like, people are walking around here depressed, sad, like feeling like they don't have access to any of this, and yet it is there for you every single day. Now, it is a journey. I am not going to lie. I'm not going to lie that this whole path is a process. You're going to have difficult shit show up in your life. You're going to have to do hard things. Yes. You are going to face some trials and tribulations. That is a part of this journey. But guess what? The brilliant aspect of you, the brilliant aspect of you being on this planet, is you are supported. You will receive everything that you ask for, but that commitment to showing up in life as your brilliance, not like half-ass showing up in life, fully showing up in your potency, in your power, and not relying on people. Not relying on the result. You still show up no matter what is going on in your life. You still show up to create that course. You still show up to facilitate change. Because if you live your life based on conclusions and results, and expectations, you're going to be mightily disappointed. I have lived my life from there, like, I want this to happen. I want 15 million people to sign up for my course, and that expectation, or you want all these different things, like you have these expectations, that actually limits what you're creating, rather than going back to the space of trust. Trust, even if you are not seeing it now, actualized in this reality. Because a lot of the things that we desire to create, they're going to show up in a different way way beyond what you even imagined. And once you get out of the way, you allow those things to start to show up. You start, ooh, woo. I'm going to just look at the comments because I want to miss. I see, hey. Yes, queen, their loss. It is absolutely true. It is their loss. Like if you exclude people from your world, you're actually missing out. Like you're missing out. Like just like I was talking about that doctor, because she was Black, people were rejecting like this research that she's done. And yet that could be your miracle. Yet that could be the thing that you're asking for. But based on color, based on this lie that you have bought, that if I buy from this person, or I only have to buy from this group of people, then that's the truth. Y'all are on some, that is like remedial thinking. I don't want to, bring in disabilities or anything like that, but that is like, that's crazy. Like, seriously, you have a miracle here, and just because it didn't come through your normal path, then you're going to reject that. That's like rejecting yourself. That's like rejecting your blessing. That's like rejecting your money. But again, we all have choice in this. Everyone is here to choose. You can choose which path you can choose to have, like everything you desire in life, or you can choose to stop everything in your life. And most people are not comfortable having these conversations, but this is how this stuff is going to change on this planet. Like right now, we're like in all these different crazy parts of life, and different things are happening and all this and the other. But even in that craziness, you still get to choose your reality. You still get to choose joy. You still get to choose peace. You still get to choose happiness. That's that space where you are no longer allowing outside circumstances to influence you. People can be mean. Let's talk about that. Let's go there. They are adult bullies that are out here. Adult bullies that try to bully people and diminish people to make them small, to make you small. If you allow that into your reality and allow whatever that person is saying to you and you believe that, yes, you will be diminished. You will feel diminished. You will feel limited. You will feel like you have lack and nothing. But if you start to firmly walk in your truth, that you are an infinite being here to do great things, and that greatness doesn't stop just at being great. It gets greater and greater and greater. So many times we stop when we think we have, we become comfortable, and we're afraid to take the next leap and be uncomfortable. A lot of this journey, y'all, is being uncomfortable. Once you start getting comfortable, then it's time for the next leap. It's time to ask bigger. It's time to step in greater. And the space coming back, the energy, the word that keeps coming back is trust. Trust, 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 trust. So if you're watching this live, you're here for a reason. Trust. Trust in your capacities. It is time for you to fully walk and step into these capacities and stop trying to make people comfortable. Just because you're a badass and you know that you're a badass, show up as the badass. If that makes all those people uncomfortable, who the hell cares? Let them be uncomfortable. If they talk about you, who cares? Let them talk about you. This is your reality that you're creating. This is the magic that you are here to live. I mean, this planet is amazing. Like, there's so much possibilities here. Like, so much. We haven't even scratched the surface of joy, but people walk around as if they don't have access to any of this, yet it's right in front of us. Like celebrating your life, like I think people have lost the essence of living. It's just like go, 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 go. Exactly, like the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, and the next thing, and all the next things without pausing and like planting your feet on the ground and like, I'm here on this planet. I'm here on this planet. I'm here Like my feet are here on this planet. What can I experience today that I have never experienced before? What joy can I embody that I have never embodied before? What greatness can I step into that I have never stepped into before? Your life will be different. I mean, just tap into the energy of what this conversation, like y'all that are on the live, that are here, and those who are going to watch in the future, like just tap into the energy. Like you can perceive it. We are creating this together. You and I, your greatness, my greatness, we're creating that. We're creating that right now. Imagine if you walked your life every day in that energy, being that energy. And yes, things will show up to distract you. They will. You'll have that trigger. You'll have that, oh my God moment. You'll have those money triggers, that old habits that come back. But this is the brilliance of this, is you have choice. You have choice. You can choose to invite that trigger in, that limiting belief in, or you can choose something different and say, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of these. I'm going to just be cussing on this live. I'm tired of these motherfucking distractions. And I'm not going to let them penetrate my reality. I'm going to choose something different. I am tired of living my life based on other people's realities, and I'm not even me. I've lost the essence of me. Yes, sis, you have to guard your eye, ear, heart, gates out here for, ooh, sis, you hit it. You have to guard your eye, ear, heart, gates out here. And that is truth. You do. It is a practice and it is a muscle. Sometimes you will be great at it. You'll be like, yes, yes. And then sometimes, some real difficult, hard shit shows up. And sometimes you can step back and just say, I'm going to be in a space of release. I'm going to be in a space. I'm going to cry. I'm going to just allow all of that, all of those emotions to show up. Because sometimes we want to bottle it in and then use food, drugs, and whatever to numb that out. And yet what's going to create the change is allowing yourself to experience the muckiness, the yucky stuff. And mind, even against your own thoughts, because Charlie, those thoughts will be coming. Those thoughts will come, like such crazy thoughts sometimes. And sometimes we are so aware we can pick up on other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions. We think we're actually thinking that, but it's someone else's thought you're aware of. So being guarded, like being aware of those thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and not just believing every single thing that's coming through. You're like, oh, this is my truth. Oh my God, this is going to happen. No, that is that space where you come to that centering and you're like, okay, this is what's coming through. Am I going to invite this in? Do I need to look at this? Like, what actually is this? So that's that space of being present in your life, in your reality. In this, look, come on, let's keep it being aggressively present, because that is what it requires sometimes in this world, because there are so many crazy things happening, but even in the craziness, there is still joy. It's literally, whose reality are you creating? So many of us are creating other people's realities, and we are in other people's realities that have nothing to do with us. What is your reality that you would like to create? And then you choose that. If you like a reality of joy, then you choose that. And anything that shows up that does not match that, you release it and you let it go. You release it and let it go. You're here, like you are one of the fortunate people to be here on this planet. Like, seriously, like, you're here. Like, you're here. You're alive. You are alive. Like, you can play, you can receive joy, you can be happy, you can create, you can travel, create the business of your dreams. Like, have everything that you ask for. That will show up, and it will show up, and it will show up. But you have to trust that it will show up. You have to step into your greatness. No matter what, no matter if people are going to judge the hell out of you, no matter if people are going to make you wrong, or in the beginning stages, if no one shows up, you still go forth and create. You still continue to take the steps forward to your life, to your reality, to the possibilities that are here, like waiting at the door. Seriously, like, man, she's asking for this. Let me get this prepared. I'm going to go to, let's get it together. Then you start to doubt. And it's literally at the doorstep. Literally, all you have to do is open the door. But then you allow doubt to creep in. You allow those judgments to creep in. You allow yourself to be diminished. You allow other people to abuse you. And then it's like, oh, I guess she didn't really want this. Okay. Carry on. So that is the power of your choice. That is the power. What are you choosing with your choice? Are you actually choosing, or you're just coasting? You're just coasting. What are you actually choosing with the choice that you have? And when you choose and become comfortable, do you choose beyond that and even choose greater than that and greater than that and greater than that? Even though your life to other people looks amazing, do you choose more beyond that? Do you actually show up in life like as you? Like, what are the things you're not taking action on that would actually create your reality? What are you not choosing? Action is a key part in creation. Like, you have to take action. So if you are looking for $1 million in your bank account, you're going to have to take some action. And the action includes so many different steps. It can be looking at your reality with money. It can be looking at, are you actually stepping into your greatness? Are you showing up in the world so that you can receive everything that you ask for? Or do you dibble and dabble? You dibble and dabble and do it when it's nice and cozy and comfortable. But when it's hard, no, you're nowhere to be found. This is the commitment to your life where you have absolutely no back doors. There's no jumping out of windows. None of that shit. You're committed, fully committed to your life, fully committed to joy, fully committed to experiencing the magic. There's magic on this planet. There is magic on this planet. Like, sometimes I think we're so programmed to not see the magic that's there. Like, literally, right in front of you. Pure magic. But if you're going to believe in the hard work, now I'm not saying you don't do any work, but sometimes in the hard work, you are controlling every detail of the creative process, yet the magic would love to come in and play and take it to the next level and expand what you are looking to create. So do you allow the magic? Do you receive from that? Or do you just think you have to do everything on your own? Receiving is a big part of creation, like being able to receive, like receiving you, like even receiving you. Receiving you. Do you take those moments to have that intimate space with you, the being, you, like you. Because we're so distracted away from that. Like we're distracted. It's almost like we're afraid of ourselves. Yet you are the magical being. And a lot has happened where we do become distracted. You know, not everyone grows up with that perfect childhood. And we begin to move away from you, like the beauty of you, like the beauty. Let's just tap into that, the beauty of you. The beauty of you that has always been there. And yes, there are things that happen, but that is not your story or your reality. You, the magical you, can change all of that and can release all of that. And it is your choice to release. It doesn't mean you have to struggle all your life. You can choose something different. But you have to be willing to commit to giving up the story, the bullshit, the lies. And step into the magic of you. So this all comes back. When we started this conversation today, it is all coming back to leaning in to you, to trusting you, to walking this path, the fully committed. Yes, you will lose people. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes you lose the people that you thought were with you, but they ain't really with you. You're going to have to come to terms with that, which is okay. It is okay. There's so much magic on this planet. It is a beautiful planet. You can have your reality. You can have your paradise. You can have your heaven on earth. Instead of waiting till you die, you can have it now. Are you willing to embody that and have it? And choose it. And it's, these words just keep coming, y'all. So I'm just like, okay, let's go there. Now, please note, let me do a please note. I am certainly not perfect. A lot of this message comes from my own personal experiences. These are things that I have done. And some of it still shows up today, and I still have to move through it. I still have to release and let go, you know? I'm on this planet also, and I'm certainly nowhere near perfect. So this message comes from my own experiences that I have experienced being on this planet. And this space of, yes. Let's go there. So yes, it is nice to have, people celebrate you and cheer you on and have the support and all of that. Absolutely. But you're going to have to come to a place where you do not seek any of that from anyone. Because then you're not like doubting yourself. Like, for example, let's say you like that. And then there's nothing wrong with receiving acknowledgement, but the acknowledgement has to come from you first. Because then you're dependent on all these people. And sometimes those people ain't going to be there. It's just going to be you. So that's that space where I say, come back home to you. Come back to acknowledging you. Come back to having this intimate relationship with you. Come back to trusting you. Come back to trusting you. Come back to the magic of you, because that's where it starts. Is the facilitation starts with you embodying the magic and you embodying you. And then going from there. And then you create change on this planet. And you're no longer afraid of anyone. You're no longer afraid of anyone or anything that comes your way. Now, some things that will come, yes, will require extra steps, but you are even greater than that. So where are you unwilling to truly show up in the world? Or will you cut your pieces of yourself where you're just waiting for people to like finally accept you? Listen, folks ain't gonna accept you because y'all different anyway. Y'all weird. We're weird. People are always gonna judge, and it's amazing to be weird. Yes, sis. Sometimes God allows the isolation. Yes. I have to read on the side because I have my camera tilted different. And little support. This way he gets the glory and not people. People will see credit for what was already in you from. Yes, yes, sis. Yes. It was already in you from conception. Yes, and sometimes you will have those droughts where you're like, what? Like, I feel like I'm not supported. I feel like everything is if everything is falling and then everything falls some more. And then it goes another level too. Yes. And in those moments, there is such beauty. In those moments, there is such beauty. And you can receive the beauty of those moments. But I think you so have to be aware in your life because there are so many things here to distract us, like social media, being on your phone. That constant distraction is available, like the TV. There's always a distraction that keeps you from being present. Y'all gotta look at this stuff, like that keeps you from being present. Then you're like, oh, you know what? You're in that deep, mucky, yucky space. And then you're like, I'm just going to go to the fridge, y'all. I'm just going to go to the fridge and I'm just going to eat. Because I feel comfort when I eat. That allows those internal hormones to just, to subside. Or I'm going to grab a drink. Or I'm going to do that. And yet that moment, that beautiful moment that's here to facilitate change is saying, hey, be present with this. That's all that's required is for you to be present. And then you'll see, and then you'll know the power that is here for you. If you believe in God, the God that is here for you, if you believe in spirit, whatever it is that resonates truth for you, you begin to see that clearly. You begin to have those conversations of what is actually here to support you and what is, because sometimes these journeys of difficulty, they're just here to they're here to literally build a muscle. Like you can be on this path and, dotting your T's and whatever. And sometimes you have things show up just to build your strength, your courage, so that you can go forth and be even greater. So don't take those moments away, because that could be the thing that literally moves you to what you are asking for in a deep and intimate way. Treasure those moments. Don't believe in the lie, because if you live your life from the physicality of things, now sometimes this shit gets real, like it gets scary, but don't even waver, even in that, even in going, you keep going. Oh, my audio's going. Thank you so much. I guess this is time for us to stop. And I want to invite you guys to, if you love this energy, you love this space, you love this facilitation where you are invited into what you are seeking to create. I have 3 openings left for my program. It's by application. The link is in my bio. If it's calling you, choose it and come and receive what you have been asking for. Thank you so much, y'all. So excited. Have a blessed Sunday. Go and be in peace. Go and be intimate with you. Go be intimate with you. Go be present with you. Go and receive the gift of you. Bye, y'all.